Well, good morning, good afternoon, guys. It's Chris again. I'm here at Luxury Vehicle Care Service and Parts. They have a huge facility here in Oregon near Milwaukee. They have a bunch of cool luxury vehicles, trailers, RVs. They service them all, and they do a bunch of detailed work. Some of these belong to customers, and some of them belong to them, and they resell them as well. They do a number of things here. Well, anyway, we're picking up today this Bullet trailer back here that's a mirror-like designed Bullet RV. It's a one-axle unit. It's a small unit, but look at it. It just looks like a sharp bullet, like a submarine, if you want to call it that. It's a 2020 model, believe it or not. And this guy is going to Alabama. You know, they're prepping it right now, but check it out. If I ever need a mirror, I can just look in it, right? Because look at me. I'm not sure. The design of a Bullet. It kind of makes it easier for the road. Otherwise, you're gonna see your own reflection. So if you're pulling this unit on the road, especially if it would have been flat, you'd probably see yourself in the mirror all the time, especially when cars pull up. Kind of like those other ones over there we pulled before, the Airstreams. This is much more shinier. You can see the reflection on this guy. It's very, very shiny as you see it. It's got some spots on it, just, you know, from the normal wear, like little tiny imperfections due to weather. But man, this is as glossy as it can get, you know. It's nothing compared to that Airstream over there. But those can buff out just as well. This guy is buffed to the max, I would say. Anyway, this is going to Alabama, like I said. It's a little small unit. It's a one axle. We're going to be loading this guy on the wedge trailer along with other loads that are going up that direction. And in the meantime, we're towing it to Troutdale, where our trailer is currently situated, by a 2-inch ball back here. And we're going to be towing it with this Duramax here. They're prepping, making sure all the doors are locked and windows are closed. And the owner of this unit wants the unit detailed and, you know, configured a certain way so it does not affect any issues on the road. You can see some boxes there that are sitting between the steps, you know, right in there. But yeah, it's a pretty neat little unit. It looks like a submarine inside. It's got a microwave, it's a nice sink there, a really tight roof with vents and all that. I don't think I've ever seen one of these things. And the bedroom is in the back, is that where it's at?
Yep.
Yeah, it's got a bathroom and everything, right?
Bathroom, shower.
Wow, it's very compact. I think, if nothing else, this is probably the most unique unit that we've had in a while. Anyway, so I'm here, we're gonna pre-trip this guy, you know, do the lights and all that stuff like we normally do. And then we're going to tow it over to Troutdale, load it up on the trailer. Okay, you guys, we're all connected here with this Bullet trailer. This is our truck that's pulling it. It's got a 2-inch receiver or ball deal, so we had to hook it up. It's got these breakaway chain with a breakaway controller there. Wheel that's raised up, and it's got hydraulic, you know, lift. Step bumper there. Of course, glass or buffed metallic shiny look as you see it here. I don't even know how to explain it other than the fact that it's like a mirror effect. Well, anyway, the imperfections are, you know, you got a little bit of weather, you know, I guess conditions, some of the you know, residue that's left because of the rain or weather imperfections, I call them. You get marker lights are operational. There's only 2 marker lights on the outside, and then the rear tail light. The imperfections are here. Found just before we picked it up a little dent right here, and then we also found this little black spot, if you can see here on the edge, but it's really not much of a black spot. It's just the way the metal is actually wrapped around it. Outside of that, there's a lot of little tiny imperfections. You can barely see them. It's just weather related imperfections. A couple bug spots. Otherwise, the landing gear or the dump lines are intact. Roof is decent. There's nothing there. Outside, a couple of bug and poop from birds. Marker lights, doors, everything is secure, working. The doors are locked. The keys were provided. They put this glass, and then that they don't want to see inside, so it's secure. I don't know how the seal around the door is, so I can't tell that, but it is as they're releasing it to us. So I'm hoping that that seal around that door is good enough, and it's not going to catch any rain. And I'm hoping there's no other openings, but we're not going to know that. We're going to put it on the trailer and haul it away to Alabama. And so that's it. We're going to head on out to get it over to Troutdale and load it up on the trailer for tomorrow. And tires are, by the way, inflated at 65 psi, and good to go. Here's our coast-to-coast driver returning back from a coast-to-coast trip, and he will be picking up on this 53-foot wedge trailer the unit and transporting it. First he needs to load it, and here he is backing into position so that way he can hook up to it properly. He's going to be pulling forward, pulling backwards, adjusting properly so he's aligned with the unit, and then he's going to try to winch it up onto the bed itself. And so here he is preparing and backing into position. It is very important to align the trailer perfectly with the wheels of the unit that you're picking up, just because the rest of the process, as you see here, is pulling out the winch cable and making certain that the trailer, in this case the trailer, needs to line up directly with the wheel wells or with the platform of the trailer that we are towing with. So if you don't have it adjusted properly and lined up properly, it could affect the way that it's being winched up on top. There will be ramps that we'll be putting here, and you see him struggling a little bit with the winch cable here. But ultimately, once you pull the winch cable out loose and you attach and line up everything, you have these what's called the tower balls we just seen there. The tower balls actually act like tow hitches onto this flatbed, and you see him here adjusting the winch cable to make certain that it is properly in length and pulled and then lined up with the entire length of the trailer. And then, you know, the important thing is taking our time. In this case, he took quite a bit of a time adjusting and making certain things were done right. And once he got it all situated and made certain that the cable was adjusted properly and that is loose and comfortable in the center of the trailer, he then connected it here, and pretty certain here you'll see him adjusting the cable or hooking the cable to the tower ball, the last tower ball, and then adjusting the trailer onto it. Here we go, and he is about ready to go.
So now we need the rims.
And now that he is
just to make sure,
making certain that the actual lock is locked in place, attached to the tower balls that are going to be winched up, he will be essentially pulling that trailer up. But just before he pulls the trailer up, he's going to have to adjust and ensure that the ramps that connect the trailer to the unit that we're picking up, in this case that's this beautiful unit, the ramps are important. These are aluminum spread ramps that need to be supported in the middle, and these ramps need to be attached to the trailer and directly underneath the wheels of the unit that we're pulling up, in this case this additional trailer. Generally he uses these for cars, for automobiles, for other vehicles, smaller trailers and larger trailers. But in this case, once the trailer is connected, as you see here, the trailer is about to be pulled up onto. Once the ramps are in place, then the only thing left is essentially pulling that strap or that winch cable using the remote, and ensuring slowly that the wheels line up with the ramps in this case. And so as you see here, I'm double checking and triple checking. He is now pulling the unit up on top slowly. This is an expensive unit, so he's taking his time, making certain nothing's touching, nothing is gripping, that everything is lined up. And as you see him here, he's taking his time slowly, pulling it all the way to the center of the back side. And just after that, he will be taking off. Now he's strapped it already. He tied down the wheels. He's also tied down the tower balls, and now he's heading out on the road. In this case, he is going to go pick up another load that he eventually has on the nose of this trailer. So there it is. The trailer is hooked up, ready to go. It's on the road. It's being moved and down to another state, essentially coast to coast, he is going to go.